Could Solo: A Star Wars Story disappoint on this 4-day Memorial Weekend box office? According to articles that have come out, like today, and I think yesterday, that could be the case. Now, a week or two ago, I did put a video on this channel, saying how there were early projections that Solo would open with like $170 million or something like that. But I think I did say in that same video that early projections can, of course, be wrong because they're early. Movies can come in above projections or below. And it looks like in Solo's case, that might happen. We won't know yet until like Sunday or Monday, so, we'll see. But it's looking like that could be the case, that this movie will disappoint. And I'll just read some of the headlines here. I have like about 3 or 4 articles up right now. This one on Hollywood Reporter. Box office. Solo: A Star Wars Story struggling to hit $110 million in US. Crashes overseas. Apparently it's not really doing that well in China. I'm on Deadline here. Solo currently flying low for Disney Star Wars, opening with 105 to 115 million 4-day. And Los Angeles Times. Disney slashes Solo box office forecast as early ticket sales deeply disappoint. And these are all dated like May 25th, May 24th. No, they're all May 25th. They're like basically came out, yesterday. I'll go into what it says in this Hollywood Reporter article. I can't read every single article in this video or it'd be too long. But here we go. The Han Solo origin pick is pacing well behind fellow standalone Star Wars film Rogue One. The Force is being tested in a serious way. Disney and Lucasfilm Solo: A Star Wars Story is struggling in its debut at the Memorial Day box office, where it could come in well behind expectations with 105 million to 110 million for the 4-day holiday weekend, unless traffic picks up in earnest Saturday. Now that is important to note. To be fair, these are coming in, they're making projections for the whole weekend based on Thursday and Friday ticket sales, but there's still 2 more whole days left, and Monday too, because it's a 4-day Memorial Day weekend, to get the total complete box office picture. So on Saturday, this movie could get like a revitalized, surge in excitement from ticket fans, as a lot of people might just be waiting until Saturday to see this movie. So the story for Solo's opening box office has not been finished. This chapter is not closed yet. So we'll see. The projected 3-day weekend tally is 80 million to 90 million. The Han Solo origin story is pacing well behind fellow standalone movie Rogue One: A Star Wars Story, which took in 29 million in Thursday evening previews in mid-December of 2016, on its way to a $71 million Friday and a 3-day debut of 155 million. Solo grossed 14.1 million in Thursday previews for a projected 35 million Friday. Solo does have bragging rights to landing the best preview gross for a Memorial Day release. Let me skip down a bit. The news is grim overseas, where Solo is launching in most points around the globe, timed to its US launch, including China. The movie took in a dismal 11.4 million from its first 43 markets on Wednesday and Thursday. Disney hasn't yet provided numbers from China, but box office sources there show the movie opening to roughly 3 million on Friday for a possible weekend debut in the $10 million range. The Los Angeles Times. Walt Disney Company slashed its opening weekend forecast for Solo: A Star Wars Story as early returns from theaters signaled a deeply disappointing opening for the company's newest space adventure film. Ticket sales at US and Canadian theaters are likely to total 105 million to 115 million through the 4-day Memorial Day weekend, Disney said Friday in an email. That's a sharp cut from prior company estimates that ran as high as 150 million. Now, the total that I mentioned originally in that earlier video I did, 170 million, that didn't come from Disney. That was from, I forget what source I had for that, but that was still pretty high. The Star Wars films are a key part of Disney's movie slate, yes they are, which also includes the highly successful Marvel movies and Pixar animated features. Solo was expected to be the lowest performing of the Star Wars movies under Disney, but the new forecast undercuts analyst estimates and signals a poor public response. Now, if you look on Rotten Tomatoes right now, the critic score is about 70%, which is pretty good. That's fresh, certified fresh. But the audience score, last time I checked, was like 54 or 53%, which is rotten. Now, that's interesting. There's often a disparity these days between critics and what audiences feel about movies. I reviewed Solo on this channel like just yesterday. I thought it was a solid movie, but not one of the best Star Wars movies. It looks like I thought maybe more of it than a lot of other people did, according to the audience critics, score on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, to be fair, those can be manipulated. Like, a lot of haters can go on there and try to tank a movie by putting in low audience scores to troll or bomb a movie, at least the perception of a movie. So a lot of those reviews could be from Star Wars haters or people who are participating in the Solo boycott to make it look bad. But, I don't know. Those could be correct too. There could be a lot of people who honestly didn't like it. I know a lot of other YouTubers who are doing Solo reviews and commentary. They are dragging this movie really hard on the YouTube, video sphere. But I'll make another video about this when the final box office projections are in, when we have definitive information about how much this movie's been selling with the tickets, and we will know how enthusiastic people have been about seeing this movie. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your viewership. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.